This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button.
Jordan Tower, make sure you go follow BRIXXYART on Instagram. Very talented artist. This is her latest Joker painting. Click on the link in the description below. Follow her right now.
And let's get right into the news. So Rick Ross, okay, going back to his old tricks, okay, not Meek Mill. That was left over from Meek Mill giving back $500,000 to Philly. Okay, so here we go. So Rick Ross is back up to his old tricks because his album isn't selling. But first, let's go to Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez, just to wrap this up, we kind of covered most of this, but he's facing football numbers right now, and this is a very risky game. But I don't think he would go forward with trial if he didn't know that the other two witnesses were going to say something that would throw away most of Megan's claims. So he is facing football numbers, but we're only hearing a slighted view of what's happening in court from a certain publication that I won't say, and what they're doing is, they're just kind of like painting him as a villain. They leave out 45 minutes of, according to Tory, 45 minutes of his lawyer stating contradictory evidence, which proves his innocence. And that's why the judge would take it to trial as well. Like, okay, we got two opposing, totally different stories here. We need to hear this out in trial. So we'll know in January what happens. This will be quick. This will be very quick. All you need is the other two people in the car to say something. I don't know why Meg's going forward with this. It's not looking like a solid case for any of these two. And it looks like it'll probably be a mistrial. I'm going to be honest with you. But he could be facing football numbers. So Rick Ross only sells 30,000 the first week of Richer Than I've Ever Been. That's not good. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not that great. Especially for the lineup he has on the album. It looks like Drake is needed. I hate to say it. Drake is needed on these people's albums. Meek missed his numbers. Rick Ross missed his numbers. Even with 21 Savage and Jasmine Sullivan didn't sell out. That song, instead of having 21 Savage, not saying that 21 Savage didn't do a good job, just the beat fit Jadakiss more. Am I lying? It just fit Jadakiss more. And it throws me for a loop when Rick Ross is going off on it because Rick Ross did a great job. The album's good. I don't have that many complaints about the album. There's a couple weird samples on there, like trying to recreate a vibe. Everyone's into this cheat code thing and taking hits from the 90s and trying to redo it. But listen, I like the album. I mean, it's better than Port of Miami 2 to me. Just, it didn't get that push, man. Epic record. Is he on Epic? They really didn't push this record. So, selling 30,000 is horrible, right? So, he's going to his old tactics. What really worked? Going at 50 Cent. That brought his career back. You guys can say whatever you want in the comments. Rick Ross was worried in 2008 and 9. When he started going at 50 Cent in 2009, it just brought an energy back. And he made one of his best records ever right after that, the BMF record, Blowing Money Fast record. So, and that brought him back all the way 100%. I'm not saying Rick Ross doesn't always have classic records. He has a great ear. But he needed some energy around that time, and that really brought it back. So he comments on 50 Cent. He says, they ask him in GQ Magazine, have you been watching BMF? So, he talks about, I saw the first episode, trying to support Meech, right? Big Meech, right? 50 Cent. Then he says, the dudes in the street, I'm a real guy. I could put my issues with 50 to the side. I know he made $250,000 off the whole season. Why is it like, I don't get that. Like, why is Rick Ross quoting number? You don't know how much he made off the entire season. He said, I'm happy he made that quarter. I laugh at his backhanded compliment. That's what he made. Why are you laughing like that? And he makes sure you put all these details in. I'll never let you interview me again if you take these out. Keep it. But look, I know he made $250K the whole season. No, you don't. You don't have any. You don't talk to anybody at Stars. You don't know how much he made. Even if he only made $250K the whole season, it's going to make millions after this. Everybody, you take a hit. They have to see if it worked or not, right? It worked very well. Okay, so they're going to make a lot more money off that. 50 Cent has a huge deal with Stars where they paid him millions of dollars for the next such and such ideas he does. Then he says, "Congratulations. You're not going to win that because everybody loves the BMF show, and more people like the BMF show that bought your album." I'm just being honest. I like Rick Ross's album. I'm just saying that's not gonna work this time around. And it says, they say, "I'll go through your IG stories talking about 50 reminded me of this." Da 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 da. He talked about like Banks need some money, signed to MMG. He said, "Come on, man, be honest. It's rough out there." He said, "I'll have a conversation with him. I have no problem with Lloyd Banks." So he's talking about signing Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks probably dropped one of the better albums. Did he drop that this year or last year? Lloyd Banks. All I know is I love that album. Did he drop that? Yeah, it was this year. The Course of the Inevitable. I love this album. I keep this album playing. Yeah, it's in all my playlists, parts of this album. And then he said, because he said he was what specifically died in the line about his, you requested all the music, you were rapping along, hate it or love it. He said, "What did I say?" Anyways. And then he says, "Would you act, do comedy?" He said, "There isn't enough money in acting. That's what I'm saying. This man made $250K. Wow. Rick Ross is just weird. It's actually on Stars. Oh, that's on Stars. I was really joking. He should have went with Revolt. Just go to Revolt next time. Tell Curtis has it, go Revolt. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Revolt's about to be over. that company is not making money. Really, Diddy does not care about Revolt. He cares about Ciroc and things that make a lot of money. Revolt is I think his one of his kids runs Revolt, to be honest with you. I don't know. Anyways, come on, Rick Ross. Stop doing this, man. He's doing his old tactics. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I got some more news in about an hour and a half. I'm going to go work out real quick, and then I'll be right back.